Roman Reigns is scheduled to appear on tonight's episode of WWE SmackDown following his tag team triumph with Cody Rhodes at Bad Blood 2024. Fans are eagerly waiting to see what the next chapter will be for the Bloodline saga, especially with The Rock making his return at the recent Premium Live event. Amid the ongoing drama, it seems WWE may have dropped a significant spoiler about Cody Rhodes' involvement in the Bloodline story after Bad Blood. The company recently announced a steel cage match between Cody Rhodes and Solo Sikoa for the undisputed WWE Championship. The match is set to take place on October 16, 2024, at the Co-op Live in Manchester, UK. This suggests that Cody Rhodes could still be intertwined in the Bloodline storyline despite the conclusion of the tag team match at Bad Blood. With the American Nightmare scheduled to face Solo in the steel cage match, his rivalry with the Bloodline seems far from over. Fans could witness further developments in tonight's SmackDown, potentially including a segment between Cody Rhodes and Roman Reigns. This segment could also address The Rock's return, adding intrigue to the unfolding family saga. In addition to his involvement with the Bloodline, Cody Rhodes is also set to face World Heavyweight Champion Gunther at Crown Jewel 2024 for the inaugural Crown Jewel Championship. If Cody continues to balance both feuds, it would indeed be an interesting choice. In tonight's edition of the Blue Brand, WWE could make a major announcement regarding the original Tribal Chief, potentially revealing his match for Crown Jewel 2024. WWE might announce a singles match between Roman Reigns and Solo Sikoa for the Crown Jewel PLE. The original Tribal Chief already pinned Sikoa at Bad Blood to emerge victorious in their tag team match. Reigns could now claim that he has already pinned Solo and therefore has the right to be rightfully called the true owner of the Ulafala. This could lead to Sikoa causing a disruption, ultimately setting up a match for the Saudi Arabia show. Alternatively, if not Solo Sikoa, Jacob Fatu stands a strong chance of being Roman Reigns' opponent at Crown Jewel. The new leader of the Bloodline could send the Samoan Werewolf to face Roman, stating that before Reigns can challenge Solo, he must first defeat his enforcer. This would lead to a Roman vs. Jacob match being added to the Crown Jewel card. In the world of WWE, where larger-than-life characters, unpredictable plots, and shocking turns keep the fans on the edge of their seats, spoilers are a double-edged sword. They can thrill the audience by providing a glimpse into what's coming next, but they can also ruin the element of surprise that WWE prides itself on. Recently, a significant spoiler involving Roman Reigns and his dominant faction, the Bloodline, has surfaced just ahead of Friday Night SmackDown, leaving fans buzzing about what could be one of the most significant shifts in WWE programming in months. The Bloodline story has been one of WWE's most compelling long-term narratives. Centered around Roman Reigns, the undisputed WWE Universal Champion, the faction includes his cousins, the Usos, Solo Sikoa, and once featured Paul Heyman as Reigns' trusted consigliere. However, the group's dynamic has been crumbling in recent months, leading to speculation about where the story is heading next. The latest spoilers suggest that a major twist involving Reigns and his empire is on the horizon, possibly altering the landscape of WWE once again. Let's dive into the hints and what they might mean for the future of the Bloodline, Roman Reigns, and WWE's flagship storyline. Before we examine the recent hints and spoilers, it's crucial to understand where things stand with the Bloodline. Roman Reigns has held the Universal Championship for over 3 years now, establishing himself as one of the most dominant forces in WWE history. His Tribal Chief persona has garnered widespread acclaim, and his alliance with the Usos, Jey and Jimmy Uso, helped solidify the faction's dominance over WWE's SmackDown brand. However, cracks began to form in the foundation of the Bloodline earlier this year, starting with tensions between Roman Reigns and his cousins, especially Jey Uso. After months of teasers and confrontations, Jey ultimately turned on Reigns, leading to a series of matches that captivated fans worldwide. At the same time, Jimmy Uso made his own surprising decisions, and the two brothers went their separate ways, effectively dissolving the unity of the Bloodline. Solo Sikoa, the enforcer of the group, remained loyal to Roman Reigns, but even his allegiance has been questioned in recent weeks. This leaves the Bloodline's future hanging by a thread, with only Roman Reigns standing tall as the Universal Champion and Paul Heyman seemingly staying loyal as Reigns' advocate. With tensions rising and fan interest peaking, WWE seems to be setting the stage for another major twist in the Bloodline saga. According to recent reports, WWE might have accidentally revealed its hand ahead of SmackDown, spoiling a significant storyline development that is set to unfold. The spoiler hints that Roman Reigns could be stepping away from WWE programming for a time, potentially due to an injury or a storyline decision to give him some time off. If this happens, it would be a game-changer, as Reigns has been the centerpiece of WWE's storytelling for the past few years. The idea of SmackDown without Reigns and the Bloodline dominating the scene is almost unimaginable at this point. What's more interesting, however, is how WWE plans to keep the Bloodline narrative alive during Reigns' potential absence. The spoiler suggests that WWE may use this time to further explore the fractured relationships within the faction, focusing heavily on Solo Sikoa, who could be primed for a larger role moving forward. One of the biggest takeaways from the recent spoiler is that WWE could be positioning Solo Sikoa as the heir to Roman Reigns' throne. While this might seem like a far-fetched idea at first, it makes sense when you look at the storyline breadcrumbs that WWE has been laying over the past several months. Solo Sikoa has been portrayed as a silent, menacing enforcer, often taking care of the dirty work for Reigns and the Bloodline. However, he's also shown flashes of independence, and his interactions with Reigns have been subtly hinting at a future conflict between the two. If Roman Reigns steps away from the spotlight, even temporarily, Solo could step up as the new leader of the Bloodline. This would be a massive move for WWE, as Solo Sikoa has been steadily gaining fan support. While he's still relatively new to the main roster, his physical presence and no-nonsense attitude have resonated with the WWE universe. Giving him a more prominent role would allow WWE to keep the Bloodline story going without Reigns, while also creating fresh matchups and rivalries. The idea of Solo Sikoa taking over the Bloodline raises another interesting possibility: a full-blown power struggle within the faction. With Reigns potentially out of the picture, WWE could explore internal conflicts as Solo J and Jimmy jockey for control. Jey Uso, who once challenged Reigns for leadership of the Bloodline, could see Solo's rise as a threat, leading to a confrontation between the two. Meanwhile, Jimmy Uso's unpredictable nature adds another layer of intrigue. WWE has done an excellent job of blurring the lines between these characters' motivations, making it unclear who could emerge as the true leader if Roman Reigns is no longer in charge. This internal power struggle could culminate in a series of high-stakes matches, possibly leading to a showdown at a major event like the Royal Rumble or WrestleMania. By elevating Solo Sikoa and playing on the existing tensions within the Bloodline, WWE could create a compelling narrative that keeps fans invested even in Reigns' absence. Of course, Roman Reigns isn't going to stay away forever. Whether he takes a short hiatus or just temporarily steps back from the spotlight, his eventual return is inevitable. When that happens, WWE has a golden opportunity to craft an epic comeback story for the Tribal Chief. The key question is, how will Reigns return? Will he come back as a conquering hero, reclaiming his throne from Solo Sikoa or whoever takes over the Bloodline? Or could WWE go in a different direction, with Reigns returning as an even more villainous figure, seeking revenge on those who dared to challenge his authority? The possibilities are endless, and WWE's recent spoiler suggests that they're planning something big for Reigns' return. Whether he's greeted with cheers or jeers, Reigns' comeback will undoubtedly be one of the most anticipated moments in WWE history. WWE's recent spoiler has thrown the future of the Bloodline into question, leaving fans wondering what's next for Roman Reigns and his once dominant faction. With Reigns potentially stepping away, Solo Sikoa could be primed for a breakout moment, while internal conflicts within the Bloodline provide fertile ground for exciting storytelling. As WWE gears up for another chapter in this long-running saga, one thing is clear: the Bloodline story is far from over. Whether Roman Reigns remains at the helm or a new leader emerges, the WWE Universe is in for a wild ride. SmackDown's upcoming episodes will be must-watch television as the Bloodline saga continues to unfold.